One of the shots that we're going to do is looking up the barrel of this bridge. There's some lovely woodwork. In a very bright situation, we would get lots of cross shadows that would add to the composition. Today, because it's actually very flat, and if you go to Europe, you'll find this kind of weather condition quite a lot. So if you're shooting architecture in England or something, this is a good lesson for that. We need to make this atmospheric. If you look at it, it's just a lot of crossed up wood. What we're going to do here is practice a little bit with our apertures. So we'll use a very high aperture like f32 and slow the shutter speed right down, and then we'll open it right up to f2.8 and make it a higher speed shutter. The reason to do that is it'll give you two very different effects, and it'll demonstrate how you can use aperture and shutter together to create these effects. So let's do that. The first shot I'm going to do is set my camera on a 200mm focal distance. I'm going to use a high shutter speed, so I will hand hold the camera. Then I'll change the shutter speed so it's very, very slow to try and create a little bit of atmosphere. Then I'll change it so that we have a very, very slow shutter speed on a tripod. So there'll be 3 different shots. Let's have a look at the differences between them. Okay, so I'm going to set my camera at... First up, I'm going to set my camera at f2.8 and 1/15th of a second, or actually 1/50th of a second. Now I can hand hold that, and I'm going to focus on the first crossbeam. Okay, so the reason for that is that the rest of it will be slightly out of focus. My next shot will be 3.2 seconds, or actually it's going to be even longer than that. I think I'm going to make it 4 seconds, and I'm going to hand hold it so I get a little bit of wobble cam going. And then I'm going to take the exact same shot using a tripod, just to show you the difference of what happens. I've secured my camera to the tripod so that we can use a very slow shutter speed and we don't get any camera shake, and therefore the image will be clear. As the light decreases, we will need to have more time with an open shutter. We can keep the f-stop up a fair way in this situation as well. So the kind of effects that you get with a very slow shutter speed is with water, you'll actually see a great deal of soft fuzziness rather than the individual shapes of the waves. So it's quite a nice effect to have.